The purpose of this video is to provide an overview of the application, briefly touching on its multitude of features and components. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started. The first command button on the main menu is Company. At the top of the form, you will see read-only information about the parent company, in this case, Jvgco. If you wish to edit the information, just click the Edit button. The name, as it appears here, is displayed on all the reports in the application. In the bottom half of the company form are tabs. The company has long-term contracts with several big-name publishing companies. These guys are the ones who print the magazines. There is a special button to add contacts for each publisher, as well as an active checkbox, which will toggle to show either all publishers or only those that are active. As you can see, all the publishers here are currently active. Throughout the application, we have placed common filter controls, such as this active checkbox, to help users see and sort the data in ways that suit them best. The next tab is for sales reps. These are the men and women who work directly for Jvgco, who talk to the advertisers and line up ad space sales in magazines that the publishers print. Sales reps often work within certain territories and earn a commission when their clients take out ad space in magazines. They use the system from the perspective of prospecting for sales, forecasting, and tracking their earnings. The last tab on this screen is for company contacts. Here we track contacts who have a special relationship with the parent company. That's it for the company screen. The next button on the main menu is Magazines. The top half of the screen lists the individual magazines. Each of these has a publisher along with an overall commission percentage. The list indicates whether the magazine offers reader service or an index for its advertisers. To edit a magazine's information, such as its description, its issue, schedule, and other information, you must first select it in the list and then click Edit. From the Edit Magazine screen, you will see a button to set the magazine's due date stamp. Because magazines are printed on various schedules and may include special editions from time to time, the system allows for what we call a due date. Once it knows how to calculate when an order is due, the system can more accurately track accounts receivables, forecast commissions, and even set sales goals for the coming months and quarters. At the bottom half of the Edit Magazine screen are a set of tabs. I want to take a moment here to point out a feature that may not be obvious to new users. This screen, along with any screen where there are records listed in the top half and tabs in the bottom half, the information will always display in a dynamic fashion. If you'll notice, I can select any magazine I like in the top pane and click on any tab below, and I will see information related to that specific magazine. Likewise, I can choose any tab on the top half and then scroll from one magazine to another in the top list, and the information shown in the tab will automatically update for each magazine. The first tab for magazines is Issues. As you can see, each issue has a name, a cover date, and a checkbox to tell whether or not it's a special issue. A special issue is any issue printed outside of the regular schedule, such as a holiday issue or a spotlight issue. To the right, you will see some radio buttons that are great for sorting and displaying issues in whatever way you like. Notice the Orders button on this tab. Click here to see a list of every order for a particular issue, complete with summary information for the issue as a whole. This is an excellent way to see exactly how one issue is coming along or how it stacks up against another issue. For convenience, you can create and edit orders directly from this screen as well. We went the extra mile to make this application as intuitive and user-friendly as possible. Here, when we select Add New, you will see that the magazine and the issue were automatically selected for this order because this is where the order was created. On to the next tab, Rate Cards. Rate cards are how publishers establish rates for ads placed in their magazines. Rate cards are broadly marketed to certain groups of advertisers, such as by industry or institution. Rate cards play a vital role in the system, determining how much the company earns, what percentage commissions will be earned by sales reps, and even how the system calculates orders and contracts. For convenience, we've placed a print button on this tab so a rate card can be instantly printed or viewed whenever needed. The next tab for magazines is Territories. Territories can be drawn up for any magazine and are used like geographical zones for sales reps to keep them from stepping on each other's toes. The next tab is Product Groups. Product groups are used like filters on reports in that they group like products together so that trends can be tracked. For example, we may want to see how ads for avionics compare to ads for flight schools, or how handgun ads compare to ads for rifles. By analyzing product groups, a sales rep can gain the upper hand when talking to prospective clients. How important is it to know what competing advertisers are spending on marketing, and how useful would that information be when on the phone with a potential client? We made product groups incredibly easy to set up too. Here we'll take a look at the ammo product group for Handguns magazine. When we click on the ammo button, we see all of the advertisers and products we've added to the group. To edit the group, just click the Edit button. Here you will see all of the available advertisers and products on the left side and the current group members on the right. You can sort the advertiser products list any way you like, and when you have found the one you want, just use the arrow buttons to add or remove members. It's that easy. The last tab for magazines are Magazine Contacts. Use this tab to list all the important people related to each magazine. The next button on the main menu is Advertisers. Just as the magazine screen shows everything related to magazines, the advertiser screen shows everything from the advertiser's perspective. Here we will see all of the contracts each advertiser has, even if they're in multiple magazines, as well as the sales reps who are assigned to the advertisers. Let's start at the top where there are a set of custom command buttons and the filter box. Use the command buttons to manipulate the list of advertisers. There's a sort ascending, a sort descending, a button to freeze and unfreeze columns, a refresh button, a find button, and a new filter button. Before we build a filter, let's demonstrate how they are used. First, let's select one from the list and see what happens to advertisers. If we select the Sales Reps tab below and then scroll through the advertisers, we will see that the filter for Greg's commission shows all advertisers where Greg is the sales rep. All of these advertisers are advertisers that Greg works with and represents. The system allows for two kinds of filters, those that work on advertisers and those that work on orders. Here we are looking at filters for advertisers. For this video, we're going to keep things simple. I'm only going to click on the filter command button to show you the screen. Another video is being produced that will demonstrate how to build and use filters in the system. Let's remove the current filter by selecting all, and then let's choose an existing advertiser to open and view for editing. In the upper portion of the Edit Advertiser screen, you will see basic information such as billing address, phone numbers, and website. You'll also see the net and split percentages, along with the advertiser index text and any special notes. In the bottom of the form are tabs related to advertisers. Here you'll see that 3M is currently advertising two products, abrasives and fishing supplies. Abrasives are the default product for 3M on all new orders. Next is the Territories tab. Here you will see that 3M is advertising in the East Territory for Woodworkers Journal. The third tab is the Send Leads to contact and address information. This is used with help putting callers and customers in touch with the right personnel at the advertiser's company. Lastly, each advertiser can have its own set of contacts that we communicate with, such as billing personnel, subject matter experts, etc. Let's exit the screen and go back to where we were. Before we switch to the bottom portion of the advertiser screen, I want to point out the Export button. This button will export to an Excel file the advertisers that are currently displayed in the window in the exact way that they are filtered and sorted. The first tab in the contract screen is the Advertisers tab. I'm creating another video to demonstrate how the new Contract Wizard functions, but for now we'll open the screen to show you the first window. This wizard was designed to allow you to create a series of orders in one sitting. It's incredibly fast and easy to use. The same is true for editing contracts. Here you'll need to select a particular contract and then click the Edit button. The wizard walks you through the process, first by selecting the specific orders you want to edit and then choosing which fields you want to change, either standard, extended, or contract. This is a great way to ensure accuracy across an entire contract. You can also view all of the orders for a particular contract, edit them, replicate them, or even print them. As you can see from this screen, it aggregates all of the order information, offering total ad size, average dollar per page, etc. The print button allows you to choose which format to print the orders in, either as individual insertion orders, in summary, or in report detail. Lastly, for advertisers is the alignment wizard. Click this button to move specific orders between contracts. This is a convenient way to reshuffle orders en masse rather than having to open and edit every order individually. That's it for advertisers. Let's go back to the main menu. The next button on the main menu is the Orders button. This takes us to the heart of the application. Here you will see a set of command buttons across the top, a filter drop-down box, and each order's sales reps and territory information along the bottom. Just under the list are command buttons to add new, edit, delete, replicate, and export. These are pretty self-explanatory, but let's choose a specific order and open it to take a look at the main order entry screen. As you can see, this screen has a lot going on. For convenience and accuracy, most of the fields are drop-down lists rather than free text. This eliminates a lot of redundant typing while standardizing the information and reducing errors. Every field has been carefully placed in order to allow for both logical flow and ease of process. A verbal insertion order combines an advertiser and product to a specific magazine and issue. There is format, position, and a ton of other information needed to set it up properly. Rate cards are used to help keep values within a designated range for ad size, frequency, and color, as well as to calculate sales and commissions. For convenience, advertisers can be edited on the fly directly from this screen. Also, extended order information can be modified directly from here as well, along with sales reps and territories as needed. That's it for orders, so let's go back to the main menu. Our next button is Commissions. Here, office personnel apply large monthly payments received from publishers for ads sold in magazines. The checks that come in are usually very large and cover a large number of entries. It has traditionally been a challenge keeping up with this data, but the system comes with some key features that make it more intuitive and accurate than ever before. It's more like a wizard than a data entry screen. To keep things simple, we'll select a posting to edit. Let's choose the Woodworker's Journal entry for $93,000. We'll keep the information on this screen the same and click Continue. Here you will see every one of the 222 entries applied towards the posting. This keeps the book straight, the owner happy, and the sales reps paid on time. Let's go back to the main menu. Now let's look at reports. This is one of the major highlights of the system. Every report has been carefully crafted to show the precise information it was intended to show and allows for a variety of filters and options to extend its functionality even further. We will not be opening and inspecting very many reports here. Suffice it to say that most reports allow the user to apply one of three filters as shown here, as well as the ability to cherry pick magazines, issues, sales reps, advertisers, and even a specific date range. A whole date range button bar has been coded to quickly choose a set of dates. Let's go back to the main menu. The last button is the administration button. Here, administrators will add and manage user accounts and assign people to their appropriate groups. This screen is also used to manage a variety of table lookups, even choosing a specific order for their appearance in the drop-down list throughout the application. Obviously, we had a lot to go over. Please watch the other videos in this series for more information about how to use the CMS application.